Okay, everyone, today is actually the 27th of June, and this upcoming full moon is gonna occur on the 29th of June, so I guess I'm getting it out of the way early, or whatever the other intention. It's good to not be at the deadline and stuff. So it's a full moon, strawberry moon, I believe. At least for me, that's what it's a full strawberry moon. Full strawberry. Full strawberry moon. And guess I'll just put. Dear moon goddess, please remove. And yeah, this is a full moon, or at least it will be in 2 days, when the moon is completely, fully illuminated, and it'll just decrease from then on. So we are making intentions of things that we hope to get rid of, to banish, to decrease. I of course said violence because, violence doesn't really help anyone. Anything that is medical fraud or not really medically necessary is violence, and unless the patient consents to it, unless they request like the cosmetic procedure or whatever, but there's plenty of medical fraud going on, and plus all the wars that are still raging. So too, would we want to decrease, get rid of, I'm saying corruption. Let's get rid of corruption because, in the current political climate, I'm pretty sure almost every government is corrupt. Most, some more than others, like especially the dictatorships, and I don't know, there might be corruption in other power systems, power hierarchies, like, I don't know, religion maybe, or probably other stuff like business, tycoons, Disney, or whatever, Walmart. Okay, 3, what do we want less of to decrease? Let's say ambiguity, because again, when I've seen a lot of things saying, you may want to think of this, or you may want to consider, or you may want to, maybe, and sorry, when things are just maybe all the time, it's not really helpful. 4, what do we want to, banish from our lives? I want less, I'll say depression, because I know there are lots of people struggling with that, and, oh no, it definitely doesn't have any benefits. So, and 5 will move up to here. 5, so what else do we want to get rid of? Stagnation, because I especially heard a lot about like the flow state, being in the flow state. I guess that's how most people, their ideal vision is to always be in the flow state. The flow state where you don't really have lethargy or laziness, and you flow from things. There's no barriers. And so let's get rid of stagnation. And also, stagnant water is breeding ground for mosquitoes and possibly other parasites. So less anxiety, because, well, I do get every once in a while, and it is scary, and I know when you're apprehensive about stuff and you worry, and I guess worrying is not good, and lethargy, which is pretty similar to the stagnation thing I said up here, but whatever. It's we want less of laziness and the ability to get stuff done. And so 8 wait, 1 2 3 4 5. Yes, 5 6 7 8. Okay, 8 now. What else do we want to get rid of? Psychosis, because I mean, a lot of times I hear myself not really saying out loud, but I'm thinking that statement is psychotic. When I talk to people, I usually don't tell them to their face, but I think that statement is psychotic. So if they say, like, circumcision, everyone else does it, no, 70% of the world doesn't do it, so the majority do not cut the genitals of their children, and other may say it's cleaner and healthier, and again, that statement is psychotic, because they contradict 65 million years of evolution, natural selection, and the two most important parts of any organism are the mouth and the reproductive organs. One allows you to ingest external sources of energy, and one allows you to pass on your genetic information, because, in order for a species to continue, it needs to, pass on their genetic information. Like, each individual does not live forever, so, reproductive organs are necessary, because, we are not immortal. Yeah, psychosis, psychotic stuff is, I guess, who else is psychotic? Climate change deniers, I guess. Climate change deniers and pro-lifers, maybe. People who are in favor of increasing military spending and decreasing, removing social welfare protocols like healthcare or Medicare, Social Security, or food stamps. 9, we want less. I said mediocrity because, me personally, I've noticed that some of my work, of drawing and painting, is not quote unquote professional, so it's not unfortunately there are many people, many large portions of society who they don't really reach beyond, they don't strive to, even in school, I noticed, especially in foreign language classes, a lot of people, they plod through it. They're very good at speaking. 10, what do we want to raise from existence? Let's say, I would say trolls, but that's not really. That's not a real word, that's slang. So what, trolls, instigators, so people who go out of their way to cause conflict and problems, to pit teams against each other, to make people not like each other, and instigators. And let's decorate this because I want to, because I don't like it to just be a plain, boring piece of paper. Yes, and honoring Egypt again. Here we. Yeah, something like that. And the Ankh, of course. Guess I'll draw another Ankh here, because that one wasn't very good, in my opinion. Oh, and I didn't tell you that this full moon is in Capricorn. The constellation closest to it is Capricorn. And unfortunately, Capricorn is the smallest constellation of the zodiac. The smallest of the 13 in the ecliptic. But, it's been known since the 2nd century. The Capricorn constellation is sort of shaped like a boomerang or an arrowhead. So, the constellation of Capricornus, it sort of looks like this, maybe. It's just a rough, I don't know, it's not exact, but, some cool, interesting things about Capricorn is, some of its stars are actually further apart from each other than the distance between Earth and the constellation, because the star that's closest to us. Like, the closest one, didn't have Algudi, the brightest star that shines at a magnitude 2.85. That one is only 37 light years away, and the furthest one is 700 light years away. It is the smallest constellation, only covering a distance of like 414 square degrees. 414 square degrees. So it only has one Messier object in it. That is M30, Messier 30, and does about 13 to 23 main stars in it. Main stars that make up the formation. So Messier 30, the only Messier object in it is a globular cluster, so just a bunch of stars, and it's like the M30 is actually 130 light years, or no, not 130, 27,000 light years away, so very, very far away, or at least further than all the other things. 5 of these stars have planets, like Neptune. The location of the stars helped us find Neptune, and most of the stars are not very bright, so it is difficult to see. Northern hemisphere can best be seen in like late summer or early autumn, so like September, October, and November. I think it's actually brighter, easier to see in the southern hemisphere. So yes, that's a constellation of Capricorn, the sea goat, and the common sign is, I don't know, I'll put it in the title or something. And well, this Reiki symbol was it's large, or larger than, it has more, takes up more space than I made it too close to the edge of the paper, so it sort of looks like that, but Maybe I'll do it again here when there's more. Hopefully more space. So it kind of looks like this. A house with stuff on it, whatever. Let's see, what else do we want to put here? So hopefully you guys can see this. Because I might get so close to the edge that it's a little hard to draw, but whatever. Oh, and one more sigil we have to put in. It's on a. Let's see. And well, that's all I have room for, and I know I exceeded my limit. So yes, that's my letter intention for the strawberry full moon this June 2026. Thanks for watching.